afternoon. Good afternoon from beautiful Miami. You notice my voice is a little bit, but we're showing up. My name is Maryam Isa Al Ali Zastipel. I put God first. This is my story, and I have a purpose. I help others embrace their authentic self to serve a bigger purpose. Everything I do in my life, from the minute I wake up in the morning to the minute I go to sleep at night, is in service of something bigger than who I am.
Yes, and my name is Alexander Zastipel, and my purpose is to bring out the strength in others so they can take full control of their life and gain all rights to their existence.
Existence, guys, existence. Today, guys, is another episode of Clear and Conquer Life, powered by Purple Circle with our amazing friend William. Thank you, Wi-Fi. And again, guys, today's topic is going to be very crucial for you guys, for those who want to go ahead and accomplish more. But here is let's address the elephant in the room. Alex and I are a little bit, our physical unit is kind of interesting. But we are showing up. We're not quitters. We don't go die in bed for 2 weeks claiming that we are sick, right? So we are here, and we're going to be talking to you guys today about a very interesting topics, which is, again, why aren't you achieving your goals? What happened in 2022? So what happened so you can address it, and then you start 2023 strong, so you don't have to make the same mistakes again.
100%. Yeah.
So with that being said, take us away.
Yeah, absolutely. So why are you not achieving your goals? We want to confront this because maybe you're one of those people that have been, trying to achieve their goals for many, many years, and you have all these big ambitions. You get excited about it. Maybe you only look at it January 1st. That's a big red flag. Maybe you're one of those people that are looking at it a lot and still nothing's happening. So we're going to go over why this is happening to you. Why you haven't been achieving your goals.
Mm-hmm.
And no, we're not talking about like little goals that you set for yourself just to make yourself feel better. We're talking about the goals that you actually deserve. Okay. So the first reason why you're not achieving your goals is not knowing your definite purpose in life. And quite honestly, I have to hand this over to Miriam because she's the purpose queen. So.
Oh my gosh. The number one reason you're not achieving your goals because you don't know your definite purpose in life. If you guys hear me talk about a topic, and I'm going to talk about it until the day I die, is purpose. There is reasons you didn't achieve this year's goals because you don't know if this is actually your goal. You keep putting random goals here and there. I want to read 50 books, but you don't know why. You want to open a business, but you don't know why. You want to start this relationship, but you don't know why. Or you are in the wrong relationship, but you don't know why did you get yourself into that wrong relationship. If you didn't achieve your goals this year, it's because you don't know your purpose. It's not linked to something bigger. It is just, again, for this cliche. Like, for example, one of my goals is to be in the best shape of my life. And I don't want to do that just because I want to, I want to go ahead and, make myself look so nice in weddings, and I want to look nice in these dresses.
Say for the English speaking people, what you just said?
I said, some girls, they just gonna go ahead and lose weight. You don't even need to know that one, but
yeah, I know. What does it mean?
It means, like, when some girls, like, for example, they go ahead and want to lose weight, so they just want to show off and make someone else upset because she looks pretty. I mean, that's the wrong goal. Why do you go to the gym and you work so hard then Can you say that?
Which one?
Never mind.
Okay.
You don't need to know that one. Exactly. So why do you have to go ahead? That's a wrong goal. That's a wrong goal. That's a wrong target. And for you to go, you go to the gym for 7 days a week. I don't know what you don't eat. You go in a strict diet just to go to the wedding, for you to go ahead and make someone feel upset because you are, trying to look good. That's the wrong goal. The reason I want to be in the best shape of my life is because I want to have good health. Like, when I'm in this condition right now, I cannot help a lot of people because I'm sick. I don't want my voice to fail me. I don't want my physical unit to fail me. How can I help people if I'm not taking care of my health? Right? So when you don't know your purpose, you make mistakes. Mistakes that can be avoided, by the way. Mistakes can be avoided. So you put a goal, you didn't reach it. I'm telling you, I promise you, it's not in alignment with your purpose. You put a goal, you wanted to start a business, it's failed, it's not in alignment with your purpose. You went to a conference, you didn't learn from it because it's not in alignment with your purpose. You are around the wrong people right now. It's because they are not aligned with your purpose and you are allowing them into your life. And you know that they need to go. Some people in your life right now, they need to go. People who were holding you back in 2022, they need to go. I don't care if someone takes this the way that they say, oh my God, Mariam, you want me to leave my friendship for 15 years? Maybe it's time. If you have a friend for 15 years telling you cannot do it, and مدري وش عقد الحافظ, as in stretch your legs as long as your blanket, means like don't look too far, don't do more. Maybe it's time to let go of that friend. Right? So again, the number one reason you're not achieving your goals is that you don't know your definite purpose in life. And as long as you don't know your purpose, you will keep making the same mistakes in 2023, 2024, and beyond. And by the time you are 70, you'll be like, where did the time go? Because you were trying to hit goals that are not yours because you don't have a foundation of what is your purpose.
Yeah, 100%. And for me personally, my story, when I didn't know my purpose, I was all over the map. And I was making a ton of bad decisions because I was lost. When someone doesn't know their purpose, it's very clear that they're gonna. Those are the people that go to the mall every weekend. They go to the bar every weekend. They go buy a whole bunch of cars and Gucci bags because they think that they don't know like the bigger meaning. And that was me. I didn't know the bigger meaning of life. Like I didn't know like the reason for my existence.
How many cars did you have?
I've owned over 10 cars in my life. At one time I had 6.
6 cars at one point. Why?
Yeah, over $100,000 in cars.
Yeah.
And well over 100,000. And anyways, but that was not an indication that I was living my purpose. I was just trying to impress other people. And I had an addiction. But what I learned is I could actually shift my addiction to something that was going to serve me and then other people especially.
100%.
Right? I was just centered around like this temporary satisfaction because to be honest, those 6 cars just became bigger headaches for me. It was just more things I had to fix. It was more things I had to maintain. It was more things that were depreciating in value, not appreciating, not going up. They were going down in value as much as I wanted to justify that they were going up in value. Right? And it's just because I didn't know why I existed. Like I didn't know why I was here. I was making a lot of wrong decisions. I would go out and hang out with the wrong friends.
100%.
And I would justify those friends because I didn't have confidence in myself to go get the right friends.
Wow.
And I'm sure a lot of you are in that situation. And you want to know how I know that? Because most people are in that situation because they've been friends with someone for 10 years and they're just absolutely toxic for them. Right? The most dangerous friends, though, are the ones that they pretend to be your friend, but behind your back, they're constantly talking about you. They're constantly dragging you down. They're telling other people to go talk to you. They're doing things behind your back, right?
Yeah.
What we found is we need to find friendships in our life that in our alignment with our goals and our purpose. Right? And we know our purpose. William knows his purpose, right? His wife knows his purpose, or her purpose. And that's really, really important because if you're going to hang around with people, if you're going to have friendships, you need to make sure they're in alignment with your goals. Because if they're not, then it's going to be really, really stressful, confusing. You're going to put yourself through a lot of pain and you're not going to get anywhere pretty fast because it's the 5 people that you hang around with most that completely change the rest of your outcome. But when I found my definite purpose, I started finding the right friends. I started getting into the right vehicle, which I am now, right? I started getting into the right environments, such as investing in myself, because I started ignoring all the friends that were telling me that was stupid. Right? So when you find your purpose, you stop going after what you want and you start going after what you deserve, which is a Mariam al-Zaspel quote.
Yes. Actually, by the way, with friends, I always say, Mariam, how do I know this friend is toxic? How do I know this friend is good for me or not? I'm going to tell you the magic word here. You don't need more than one sign. They said, the prophet said, give your friend 70 excuses. The prophet didn't say. I looked it up, guys. I was told that. So you allow someone to step on you 70 times. Is that okay? And you give them excuses. Your husband is cheating for you 70 times. Is that okay? Right? So you don't need more than one sign. Actually, there was someone who I was giving shout out to a few years ago, right? And today I posted something about, for those who want to go ahead and read my PhD dissertation. I posted it on social media today, and there was a lady, she's like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Finally, you've done it. Finally, I've done it. You're out of my life. Because you don't need more than one sign. Mariam, she doesn't mean it. I don't need more than one sign. But sometimes you give people chances, and we know they don't deserve that chance. You know? So again, when you know your purpose, you're gonna quit even trying to be very, like, what's the word? You will quit trying to impress someone else, because now it's all about you understanding you. And when you understand yourself, when you understand your authentic self, you are able to serve someone else. You know, if you don't understand yourself, if you don't know your purpose, you're going to be walking in life without any clear direction. You know, and your purpose is not about your family, it's not about your business, it's not about your career, it's not about any of that. Your purpose was with you before this.
Yeah.
Again, your purpose is not your children even. Maybe some women will be like, Mariam, you don't understand, you don't have kids yet. Well, here's what I know. Your kids one day will grow up and they leave you. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when your kids leave you? You will be without a purpose? What are you going to do after that? They're going to leave you when you are maybe 40, 45, 50. What are you going to be spending the next 20, 30 years doing? Without a purpose, right? If your purpose were your children, which is again a huge mission, but it's not your purpose.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So know your purpose, and you're going to start getting in alignment with the things that you need to get in aligned with.
100%.
Is what we're saying. So the second reason why you're not reaching your goals is because it's not your goal, right? And you could also say it's not your purpose, right? So what we mean by this is a lot of people have things shoved down their throat, right? That it has to be this way or else, right? I was told some pretty extreme things growing up, not necessarily by my parents, but by society, that I have no agreement with. Won't list them here today. But I started figuring out that I need to go figure out what my goals are, right? And a lot of us think that we have to be thinking about everybody else. But the reality is if we don't think about ourselves, we're going to suffer and become a liability to everybody that we care about in the first place.
Wow.
Yeah. So I realized that I needed to go find my own goals. Like I needed to go figure out what my goals were. So I take that very seriously. I do not wait until January 1st, which I'm going to be talking about later. I do not do that. I do not wait until the beginning of a quarter or halfway through the year to reevaluate my goals. No. Every single week, I look at my goals as a big picture, and every day I write my goals down twice a day.
Right.
And the reason for that is because those are my goals. That's what my focus is. And I know when I get better, everybody gets better. But if I'm not in the best condition, then everybody around me suffers. Right? So that's a big red flag for me. So, hey, I need to figure out what my goals are so I can be moving towards the direction that I want to be in. I'm not motivated by like other people's goals. I'm motivated by my goals.
Right.
And I beg to, I'm pretty sure that's the same thing for you, right? You're motivated by your goals. And when I got married, right, we had collective goals that we both are motivated by, but we got on the same page about that. We didn't just I wasn't to marry him like, hey, you have to follow the goal of wanting a whole bunch of cars because I want a whole bunch of cars.
Right.
Right. You have to have this goal. If I was, shoving that down her throat, which is the saying you say, she's not going to be very motivated by that.
100%. And here's the thing, guys. If it's not your goal, you're going to suffer. Like there is not even a nicer way of saying this. If it's not your goal, you're going to suffer.
Yeah.
You're going to study something you hate in school. You're going to study something you don't like in college. That's you. You are going to be in the wrong career for a very long time, and you're going to be enslaved into a job that you hate for the rest of your life because you would think you have no choice. right?
That's a really good point.
And again, the other thing that you will do, even you're going to be with the wrong person, with the wrong partner, with the wrong, with the wrong environment, even when it's not your goal, because you're going to keep attracting people who will not help you.
Yeah.
Guys, this is legit again. And if you've been following us for a while, everything we say right now, we do. The difference between Alex and Mariam as your mentors, we make things happen. We don't have this BS about polishing things and making things look brighter than they are. We tell you as it is. If it's not your goal, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer without any results, huh? Because suffering with results, that's a different game. But if you suffer without any results, without any kind of outcome, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get anywhere. There is no nicer way of saying this, guys. That's the reason you didn't achieve your goals this year. And the reason you will not achieve them next year if you don't make any changes. It's not your goal. So what is really your goal? Sometimes you are even scared of actually sharing out what our goals are. You're scared. What will people say and think? People will make fun of me. Today, a lady told me, she sent me a message, Mariam, I want to reach my goals, but I don't want to lose my family and my household. Why would you lose your family and your household? Why are we the ones who are dreaming and we are the same people who are putting blockages toward our dreams? It's you guys, it's no one else. So it's not your goal, you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer without any results as well. You're going to get to the age of 80 and thinking about your life and say, I wish if I have done something different. But don't wait until you get 80. You have time. I'm telling you, you have time. I'm 36. I don't know how much time I have left, but here's what I know. I'm living the life I'm supposed to right now. 10 years ago, I was not. When I was 26, I was hanging out in malls. I was spending money on bags, thinking that people will respect me or pay attention to me when I'm spending it on that. I had no purpose. I was in a career I hated 10 years ago. I was an accountant. I'm not an accountant. I was making 6 figures a year, but it was not giving me any sense of fulfillment. So it's not my goal. And if it's something that is not your goal, you're going to suffer. So that's the second reason why you have not achieved your goals this year. Number one, as we mentioned, you don't know your definite purpose in life, and then it's not your goal.
100%. So is it your goal? So thank you for that, Mariam. You guys need to know this. You have to be aware of it so you can change. The problem most people have is they're not aware of what's going wrong, right? They just keep on making the same mistakes over and over again because they don't actually know what the solution is, what is going wrong. So that's why we're giving you guys these today. So the third reason why you're not achieving your goals is a lack of belief in yourself, right? A lack of self-confidence, you could say. So I know exactly what it's like to not have any confidence, and everybody around you can also feel if you don't have any confidence. Okay, everybody else around you can feel if you're not believing in yourself 100%. And that's why it's really important for you to get sold on yourself, right? And you really have to have a firm 100% belief in yourself, because if you don't, your life is going to be affected. You can't pretend like that's not the case, right? Now, don't get down on yourself and be like the poor me attitude. What's wrong with me? Nothing like that. Come up with solutions. Figure out what your purpose is. Figure out what your purpose is. Figure out why you're here, right? Figure out what kind of gifts you have. Figure out what your passion is. Figure out ways to monetize off of what you are truly created for, what God put you here for, right? Figure out ways to do all of that. And it doesn't mean that you're just going to come up with a solution in 30 seconds, right? You have to work at this. You really have to put time, effort, and energy into this. Okay. And self-confidence is built. It is not given. People weren't born with self-confidence, just so you're very aware of it. People were not born with it. It was built somehow, right? We were all born babies. Right. Every single one of us were born babies. And you could probably look at the baby and say oh, that baby's confident. No, nobody says that, But what I will say is that maybe some kids have confidence earlier on because of the way that they built the confidence, right? Some people don't. But the great news is I didn't have confidence for a long period of my life, and I have built it to be indestructible confidence.
Right.
Right.
Wow. I love that, Alex. And I'm gonna tell you, that's the third reason why you're not achieving your goals, because you don't have the confidence in yourself. That you can do that, and that's okay. You have to admit it first. You cannot say, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what is the problem," when you know. That's not. I mean, even if you don't have belief in yourself, you have to admit it first. I personally didn't have belief in myself. You know, I posted a video the other day about me failing the TOEFL exam, which is the English exam, 6 times. Mariam Al-Ali failed it 6 times. He said, if you failed it 6 times, you're giving us hope, right? I'm telling you, I had no self-belief. I mean, if I can find, I'm trying to find a photo of myself years ago. I can't. I'm trying to find one where I was like wearing my scarf all the way down here. This is all you can see of my face. I had big glasses. I didn't have belief in myself. I would be always hiding, you know? And of course, if you are hiding, your goals are hiding too. You know, if you are hiding, your goals are hiding too. They're not going to show up for the people who hide, you know? So again, so this is the reason, one of the reasons, again, the third reason for you not achieving your goals, because you don't believe in yourself. And many of that is actually has to do with the environment. I'm sure like deep inside, you know, you have whatever it takes. I'm sure you know you have, deep inside, you know that you have whatever it takes to be that person, to be that being, you know. It's just someone around you. Could be your parents, could be your friends, could be your siblings, could be your spouse, could be someone in your environment told you, don't dream. I say a few things in Arabic. مد ريولك على قد الحافك، لا تطالع فوق تطالع تحت، اللي يطالع فوق تنكسر رقبته. Don't look up, look down. If you look up, you're gonna break your neck. Of course, you would have some shaken self-belief, and that's okay. But you need to admit that you have a problem for you to go ahead and fix it. I had that problem. I couldn't look at people in the eye because it was considered disrespectful. But again, for me, when I'm in a meeting, when I'm with someone, I cannot just read from a paper when I'm going to go ahead and talk to someone, a VIP or whoever I'm talking to, a CEO of a company, right? There are certain things that you have to change. But again, we all want to achieve that goal, but if you don't believe in yourself, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You know, Alex witnessed the last part of me getting my PhD. It was ugly. Okay? And I didn't mention this earlier, but I almost quit. You see me on the stage, and you see me getting the certificate, and you see me doing I don't know what, and you see me there, and you see me in Atlanta, and you see me getting my dissertation out, but you don't see the pain. But if you don't have belief in yourself, it's not going to happen. Yes, I had a setbacks, actually, few of them. One day we're going to share the story for 2022. Things looks glamorous for Mariam and Alex, but what Alex and Mariam and Alex had to overcome, people are not ready for. But again, if we didn't have self-belief and trust, and we have the clear goals, and our goals are in alignment with our purpose, we wouldn't have been able to make it. People can't take anything from us except our self-confidence and our own belief. Mm-hmm. Nobody can take this from Mariam and Alex, because it takes courage to go after your goals. We're not quitters, and we don't hang out with quitters as well. We don't sit around people who are quitters. That's why we are proud to be friends with William, because William is not a quitter, right? And that's why we even created our accountability group. It's a group that we hold them accountable. We help them find their purpose. We help them achieve their goals. We boost their self-confidence. If you guys need to be part of this group, just reach out to us, DM us the word goals. Just DM us the word goals, and let's get you in, instead of you going around trying to figure it out on your own. We've got you guys. Let's go to number 4.
Yeah, 100%. So self-belief is going to be one of the most important things. So make sure you guys like literally take that very seriously. You have to find a way that you have full conviction in yourself. Like with our goals, we have a conviction 100% that we're going to go achieve them. Do we know exactly how? No, but it doesn't matter because we know we're going to get there.
100%.
Right. So the fourth reason why you're not achieving your goals is taking massive action. Okay. Not taking massive action, actually. So you're not taking massive action. You're taking normal levels of action. How many of you are like calm right now? It's the holidays. You're relaxing. You're spending the whole month of December and November and October. If you're already doing that, you're setting January 1st up for failure. Right? How you end is how you begin. Right? So I take that very seriously. And I'm not going to allow like all these distractions to distract me from the main thing, because December is temporary. It's only 1 out of the 12 months. Okay. And most people live the rest of the year in misery and pain and sorrow, right? Because they only live for a month of the year, right? They only live for the holidays, or they only live for the weekends. That's the problem. That's the trap right there. Why don't you find a way to live every single day as if it is the best day of your life, right? Why don't you live every day like it's Christmas or New Year's or whatever you celebrate? Right? Why don't you live every day like that? Because what happens is we get really excited about these times, and then we crash down really hard on January 3rd or 4th. Right? Because it's past the New Year's, and you're really sad taking down the Christmas tree. It's oh my gosh, it's going to be a whole nother year until then. I used to do all of this, right? And yes, I was really excited. The spirit is amazing, by the way. I'm not discounting that.
I love it.
Like, it's amazing.
I love the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, sure. And you should celebrate, just not every single day. Just not the whole month of December, right? Like, you have to find a way to live like this every day. And with not taking massive action, you're not going to be taking any action, right? Like, at that point, you're not taking hardly any action. So massive action is doing 10 times more than you think you need to do. I'm not going to go into the depth of it, but just know you need to be doing more than you actually think you need to do. If you think you need to do this, you need to do way more than that. Okay, like, you think that this is going to get you to the goal. Like, you think right here, if you do this or when you do this, you're going to get to the goal. You're wrong. It is way more than that. Life is not perfect. Life is full of setbacks, and you have to overestimate the amount of effort it will take in order to achieve a goal if you actually want to achieve big things in your life. If you want to be the person in your family that is giving Christmas presents every day of the year.
100%. I love
right?
that.
And not just during Christmas.
I love that. Wow. Actually, now that you say not taking massive action, it's not really taking no action. And I'm going to tell you right now is the market share.
Excuse me.
Like right now, there are people, by the way, there are some people who are chilling, and there's some people who are working. The ones who are working are the ones who are going to end this year strong and start January 1st stronger. But then there will be people who are just chilling from now. They are just there in that spirit, which is fine. By all means, we love Christmas. I love it. I love it. I love going around when I see it. I just love it. But at the end of the day, I want to live happily like that every day. I don't want to wait for a season to be happy. I want to be happy and excited about life every single year. You know, You're right. Like that moment when you take down the Christmas tree and you wish for the next time you put it on, that's amazing as well. But what are you going to do? Live in misery for 11 months, waiting for that time of the year? Instead of making it every single day of the year, make it exceptional and rewarding. So when you don't take massive action, someone else is taking massive action. Some people will be like, oh my gosh, why so-and-so is getting opportunity and I'm not? Because they're working and you're not. They're having fun too, by the way. And you're not. So again, the idea of it is if you're not committing to it, if you are not taking massive action, no, someone else is doing it. Some people say, why you? Why are you the one who always gets opportunities? Why are you the one who is always achieving all these big goals? Why you, Maryam? I want to be like you. I'm like, good. Are you willing to do what I did? Are you willing to do what I did? Are you willing to fail? Are you willing to work when everybody else is sleeping? Are you willing to travel during the pandemic when everybody is scared and being cowards? Or are you going to go ahead and do whatever you need to do whatever it takes? Because you know you deserve more. You know, nothing will stop you when you know that you deserve the best. So taking massive action means that you are taking some action that other people refuse to do because they have excuses and you don't. So that's number 4.
Yeah, excuses, lots of excuses.
Yeah.
So number 5 is not committing to the goal. And I want to tell you guys something. What most people do is they look for a shortcut or a hack, right? I'm telling you, there is no shortcuts. And if you're looking for shortcuts, you're going to be very disappointed, right? Like, I don't know how many of you out there, but, you know, when you were stealing quarters from your parents or doing like the little things where you stole candy from a store or whatever the little thing was, right? If you went and did all that and you got away with it, you think that it's okay to go and do that. So it actually has pulled forward to the present moment because it's something you have not handled. And the reason I tell you that is because we think that it's okay to cheat, right? We think that it's okay to take a shortcut. There is no shortcuts in life. There is none. There's none. You have to go through the challenges. You have to put in the work. Now, there's ways to accelerate. Like there's ways to maybe learn from other people's mistakes, right? But you're going to have to still go make your own mistakes. You might learn from this mistake over here, but you're going to have to go make different mistakes, right? You can't get around that. I don't know why all of you think that there's this perfect world out there where you don't make mistakes or you make the wrong decisions or whatever, right? So you can reduce them though. That's what I will tell you. You can reduce the amount of mistakes, and the level of commitment that you have is going to determine how much you reduce it, right? The level of commitment to your goals. And commitment, by that, I mean time, money, and energy. How much time, money, and energy do you put into your goals, right? Or are you putting time, money, and energy into Christmas presents right now? Right? Like you have to choose. You like yes, you can have it all, but there's going to be sacrifices in the beginning. I studied all the successful people. Like I study them all the time, right? I don't see a pattern where they took a shortcut or they took it easy or whatever. Or if they did, they got slapped in the face. Right? Like every single one of them. And Grant says this about comfort. He says the moment that you get comfortable is when I can't remember what he says now. It's basically getting comfortable, and when you get comfortable, that's where like danger comes.
Yeah.
Okay, comfort.
Comfort.
Okay, so I get terrified with comfort now. Like I used to be okay with being comfortable. I'm not, because I know if I'm comfortable, something bad might happen. Like I literally have that play in my head. Okay, so what I'm telling you though is you need to make a commitment to your goals. And a true commitment is backing your words up, because you can say whatever you want, but what are you backing it up with? Action, time, money, and energy, right? What are you backing it up with?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, because again, you can say, oh my gosh, Mariam, I'm planning. I'm planning. I know people for 10 years are still planning.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm planning for my PhD, Mariam. I'm planning for my business. I'm planning for my, I don't know what. I'm planning to lose weight. Okay, good. How much are you actually doing? What are you backing up that intention with? Good. I love people who set intentions, by the way. But they need to be backed up with some kind of an action. Because, oh, Mariam, I write my goals every day. Nothing happened. Are you working? Mariam, this hack of writing my goals in the morning, it's not working. Are you taking action? Any action. Any action. Doesn't have to be like the exact action of the thing that you wrote. Mariam, I don't feel like going to the gym. Wear the gym wear. Don't go to the gym. Get closer to it. Wear your outfit. Mariam, I don't know how to open a business. Go start researching. You don't have to open it today. Get one step closer to it. But thinking, I'm going to write my goals because Mariam told me to write my goals every day. I know I'm writing my goals every day because she told her, a billionaire taught her that. But nothing happened. Well, did you do some work? It's like someone who's praying and they're not doing the work. And they're saying, oh, God doesn't want me to achieve my goals. God Almighty, the one who created you, doesn't want you to achieve your goals. I don't think this is God talking. This is the devil. He's the one who's telling you that so you will not achieve your goals. So we hear about of people who are planning and planning, and they continue on planning, and they've been planning for years, and they don't execute. And you don't execute, you are in a trap. And you're going to be in that trap for a very long time too, because you're not willing to do the work, to do whatever it takes to commit to that goal, which is required 3 things. There is no way around it. You need to put energy, you need to put time, and you need to put money. Like right now, we are literally putting energy and time into this. There is money involved, but it's behind the scene, right? Tomorrow, Alex and I, we are going to the 10X HQ. You guys are sick. We'll be fine tomorrow. Hasha, oh my gosh. Yeah, Hasha, exactly. Hasha means, oh God. Like, oh, not, it's like, like, it's not, oh God, even. It's like what the heck kind of a thing, you know?
Yeah.
But not in a good way, right? No, we're going to show up tomorrow. We're going to show up tomorrow because we're going to show up for our goals. We're going to show up for the ambitions. Who's going to trainings these days? Everybody's sleeping. But Mariam and Alex are going to show up in 10X HQ tomorrow and the day after. There is a mastermind there. Okay? Because we want to go ahead and put some commitment. We cannot say, oh my gosh, we want to go ahead and achieve our goals and we're not showing up. We don't have to go, by the way, but we want to go. Because it is huge, it is big, it's something that is in alignment with who we are. And we are hanging out with the wrong people. We're going to see Jad, we're going to see Sherry, Grant,
the right people.
We're going to see the right people. We're going to connect with the right people. The people who will be flying into that event, we're going to see them as well. We're going to be around the right people. Well, because we're committed. If you're not committed, you're going to sit on your couch until January 1st, thinking things will magically happen and work out for you on that day. I'm glad we're still working, although our voices are funny.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. So your level of commitment is going to determine your level of success.
Right.
Like when I was like a couple years ago, when I was first in the tanks community, I asked Brandon Dawson a question, and it wasn't even the question that I asked, but he responded with, "You weren't committed." Right. So he saw something in me that I obviously wasn't committed at that point. Right. So I knew after that, after Brandon Dawson telling me that to my face in person, in front of other people, that I needed to get committed, you know? So that level of commitment is going to determine your success. If you and there's levels of commitment too. Like you can be 50% committed, but hey, you need to find out how to get 100% committed. You need to find out how to go all in on your commitment, because halving something is not going to get you anything, you know?
Right.
So anyways, that you need to commit to your goals. The 6th thing, okay, of why you're not achieving your goals, the 6th reason is comparing yourself to others. Okay? And yes, you might be thinking like, oh yeah, I compare myself to others. Do you compare yourself to poor people? Do you compare yourself to ultra wealthy people? Because if you do, you're just justifying and making yourself feel comfortable.
Yes.
Right? You're just making yourself feel better about your situation. And situation is not a good word, just so you know. Okay? If you look it up in the dictionary. If like Grant said this one day, if you're on an airplane, and said that the pilot says we have a situation, it's not going to be good.
Right.
Right? So comparing yourself to others, what do I mean by this? If you're telling yourself that, oh, Margaret, we're better off than most people, you're justifying your situation and you're justifying your laziness, right? Their situation has nothing, or their life has nothing to do with yours. You've never even met those people, right? So quit trying to justify where you're at against someone else. It could go the other way too. That person has 4 million followers. Of course they're going to be successful.
Right.
You know, of course they're going to be successful. They have 4 million followers. You know, well, they also started with 0 followers, just like yourself, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so comparing yourself to someone else is never going to do anything for you.
Right.
Okay, so stop that. Compare yourself to your potential. That should be the only thing you compare yourself to, your own potential. And you can learn from other people's mistakes and successes. Just don't compare yourself to them. Like a lot of people compare themselves to us, right? We have had a completely different life than you, and we have done different amounts of work than you have, right? So yes, we're in the spot right now because of the actions we've took, right? And if I'm going to compare myself as well to someone that's, not very well off, shame on me. Why don't I compare myself to my potential so I can actually help those people?
I love that.
Instead of being selfish.
I love that. Actually, there was a saying in Arabic that was glorified and I don't like it. لا تطلع فوق اطلع تحت. Don't look up, look down. Like look down at the people who are beneath you, so for you to be grateful for what you have.
Yeah.
What? Like God gave me more. Maybe God gave me more than other people. Instead of me looking down for me to feel better, let me go ahead and do something that makes me better so I can help other people. Not for me to look down at them, for me to feel better about my situation, because that's selfish. But it's the way, again, guys, as we mentioned, maybe it's not you. Maybe it's the way that you were conditioned. You had a situation, right? Someone told you you're not supposed to do it, and you believe them. But that's an act of cowardness. When you go ahead and look down and you say to yourself, oh, I'm better than so-and-so. Okay, I'm good. So you're trying to feel better or justify your situation just by looking down at someone, And instead of you looking up, as in looking to your ambitions, looking for your successes, Some people told me, like, I remember when I said I want to get my PhD from the United States. Mariam, who's going to allow you to travel on your own? People will talk about you when you travel without a male companion. Who will allow you to travel now? Things could go wrong over there. Oh my gosh, Mariam, you are this. When COVID happened, they said, oh, there is no PhD from US, right? But again, the idea of this is, do not allow people to dictate your future. You're not comparing yourself to anyone but your own success. So I would say always look up. Keep your J's up, not down. Because looking down at people to justify your situation is selfish. And it's an act of cowardness, because you're trying to justify to yourself why you are better than someone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, reach up. Yeah, absolutely. So I couldn't have said it better myself, to be honest.
Thank you.
So the next reason why you're not reaching your goals, we're going to go to number 7 here, is no one holding you accountable. Okay. So like, instead of you having the right people around you, you have the wrong people, right? So instead of someone telling you to get to the next level, push harder, I know you're uncomfortable, but do it anyways. You have people telling you, oh, it's okay. There's always next year. Just wait till January 1st. Everybody's doing that, Have you got your Christmas presents yet? Have you, things that are not even anywhere near in alignment with your goals, right? So at one point I had 6 people, including William being one of them. I had 6 people holding me accountable to different things in my life, because I knew that I needed help, right? I knew that I needed people to help me, hold me accountable to certain things, right? And there's nothing wrong with reaching out for help. When I didn't reach out for help, that's when I suffered many, 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 many times, right? But when I actually started getting around the right people in my life, I started getting around the right environments, having those people hold me accountable, that's when I started having success. And I had accountability partners, right? So what we did is we created an accountability group, okay? So we can hold other people accountable to their goals. Now, what I'm going to tell you is I'm not going to put the spoon in your mouth for you, but I will push you to the next level. I will challenge you. I will confront different areas of your life. And it may be uncomfortable, but it depends on how badly you want your goals to be achieved.
Yeah, and you get results.
Yeah, that's
sometimes when you have someone telling you, oh, I think you didn't achieve your goals, Habibi. It's okay. Oh my gosh, you're still beautiful, you're still handsome. Don't worry about it, okay? You always have next year. We don't talk like that.
No.
We say, okay, oh my gosh, I'm gonna sneeze in a second. So instead of that, we say, okay, Alex, you had this challenge, you had this problem. Why do you think it happened? And what can you do with it? And you get results. We have people who get results weekly, if not daily. They keep sharing with us their wins. In this accountability group, people come and share with us their wins. What did they do? And then we help them get to the next level. Someone want to open a business, someone want to go ahead and acquire a business, someone who want to go ahead and boost their confidence, someone who want to become a better communicator, whatever the reason is, we help them with it. because they have someone holding them accountable. If you don't have someone holding you accountable, you're going to do whatever you want because nobody's watching over you. Nobody's wanting to help you.
Showing you the way.
And showing you the way, exactly.
Yeah, 100%. So do you want to go to this section too? Or?
Yeah, let's cover it quickly.
Yeah, so we're going to cover this last section quickly. So ways to achieve your goals. We only have a few more minutes of session today, but we want to share this with you because we want to give you guys some solutions too.
Yes.
Okay. So the number one is going to be thinking bigger. And what we mean by this is if you're thinking small, you're going to stay small, right? If you keep on staying in your small problems and staying stuck inside them, that's where you will stay.
Right.
But if you choose to think bigger and think of bigger problems, bigger challenges, bigger opportunities that you want to achieve, if you start looking up, right, you start looking towards your goals, your potential, you're going to be a lot more motivated because that's where you're going. Excuse me. And that's having the belief in yourself that you know that's where you're going to be going. Okay, that's where you have to combine the two together. So thinking bigger is going to solve your problems because you find a solution by thinking bigger. Right. You don't find solutions when you're thinking really small.
100%.
You just stay in your problem the whole time.
Right, I love that.
Nothing happens.
And the second thing we're going to go through them very quickly.
Yeah.
The next thing is what you need to do to achieve your goals. Because again, if you don't do these steps, guys, you're gonna get stuck with the reasons. So with these reasons, you're gonna enter the new year with the same problem. You're gonna enter not knowing your purpose, not having your own goals, not believing in yourself, not taking massive action, not committing to your goals, comparing yourself to others, and having no one to hold you accountable. And these solutions we're giving you, they're working because we are the ones who are actually doing it. And the people who are successful, they actually do that. So think bigger. The second thing, find your purpose. Okay? Find your definite purpose in life, guys. I actually have, if for those who are interested, I have one last session this year. It's actually on Christmas, 24th and 25th, and it's in Arabic. Okay, I have no more sessions in English this year. I have only one session in Arabic, 24th and 25th, for 10 people only. Okay? And I'm going to help you find your purpose. The next session in English is going to be, I believe, 7 and 8 of January. So there is nothing. If you guys feel like you need to find your purpose because you are tired of this BS that is going in your life, this belief system that's happening in your life, and you feel like you need to go ahead and find it, we're going to help you. I only need 2 days. So the second way to achieve your goals, you need to know your definite purpose in life. If you don't know your purpose, you're going to enter the new year with the same problems.
Yeah, and wrong goals.
And the wrong goals.
Yeah. So the third reason, after you find your purpose, please don't do this. Don't wait until January 1st. Right? Stop waiting until January 1st. You're telling everybody that you're going to wait until January. You're going to wait until, and by the way, it's not like you were only doing this now. You were doing this the whole year. You're going to wait until you're putting conditions on your life. And when you put conditions on your life, nothing happens because you're waiting for the perfect scenario. You believe in perfectionism. You believe in the perfect time, the perfect amount of money. You have to have exactly $50,000 in your bank account and the stars have to be aligned. Like you believe in that, right? Yeah. But I believe that it's never the perfect time. I have to do something now. I can't wait for a perfect situation to happen. I can't wait until January 1st. And if I ever told myself that, I'm literally just procrastinating. So stop that, okay? Do not wait until January 1st for anything. Put your goals aside too. Don't do this for anything. But especially your goals. Don't wait until January 1st to write your goals down or have some New Year's resolutions that 82% of you will fail at by, I think it's February 1st or something like that.
Wow, that's crazy. And I'll give you an example. You're going to wait until January 1st to go to the gym? Habibi, you have more than almost 3 weeks now. If you go to the gym today, I'm telling you, your shape, the way you're going to look like in January 1st is going to be different. But if you wait until January 1st, it's whether your body will be in the same condition or worse. Because you're going to start eating. Oh, I'm going to keep eating. Oh my gosh, until January 1st? No. I said I'm going to start on January 1st, so I'm going to eat everything I want. So why don't you start now? Why do we have to wait until January 1st? Which, by the way, you're going to get to January 1st, and that the first day, oh no, I need to rest. We were partying last night. Oh no. Oh my gosh, Mariam. نبغى نتنسخ ونبريث. Come on. شوي علي. right? If you enter like that, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, guys.
100%.
Right.
It will not.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. So the fourth thing to achieving your goals is making a commitment to your goals. And we talked a little bit about this earlier on, but making a true commitment means, putting all your resources, all of your energy, all of your time into your goals. And by the way, your goals can include your family. It can include your friends in it, right?
100%.
Like, so what do your goals look like though? If things are not in alignment with your goals, stop putting energy towards it. Cut those things out, whether it's people or things. I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you guys. You have to cut those things out. They are toxins in your life. Okay. And a little caveat to that, if it's family, don't just cut them off. Okay. But anything else, friends, things in your life, excuses, thinking about the perfect situation, saying you're going to wait until January 1st, cut those things out.
Right.
Those are the things that are holding you back. It is not things that you need to add into your life for 2023. It is things you need to remove first so you can add things.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that, Alex. So again, things needs to go, guys.
Yep.
Things needs to go.
Yep.
Like,
not going to sugarcoat it.
Things needs to go. Maybe certain people needs to go, right? We don't have someone in our life telling us you cannot do it. We have haters saying that.
Haters, yeah.
Yeah, but we don't have people in our inner circle telling us you cannot do it. We don't have that. We don't have like people like in our friends or people who we choose to be around. They don't say, oh my gosh, wait until January 1st and look. No, we have people who are actually like we're choosing. So things needs to go. Some people needs to go, and maybe you need to go ahead and be in peace with that. Because again, what is more important? Making people happy and you're not achieving your goals, or doing whatever it takes for you to achieve the thing that you are supposed to be doing with your life.
100%. And the last thing we want to add here is being held accountable to your goals.
Right.
And being held accountable means having the right people around you. Right? That's really what this means. We talk about people all the time because you cannot be successful just by yourself.
Right.
You can also not be successful with the wrong people in your life either. Okay? You have to be surrounded with the right people. People have the solution to your problems, right? People have the solution to your problems. So if you have the right people around you, then you're going to be able to do bigger things. And you're going to be able to help those same people that are helping you in bigger ways because you guys are all doing bigger things together. That's how you create something massive. It's with people.
Right.
And we have our accountability group that I mentioned earlier. If you want to join, it's clearandconquer.com/goals. That's clearandconquer.com/goals.
Right.
Right now, we're having a discount on it because of the end of the year. So definitely take advantage of that. But we had created this because we were sick of seeing people struggle and not being held accountable. Like we saw that people desperately needed this. We saw that people wanted results. Now, what this isn't is a motivation and inspiration session.
It's not.
I refuse for it to be a motivation and inspiration session. And some people come for that, fine. But I confront them every single time they do. And I'm like, you need to move past inspiration and motivation and get some results in your life. Because the results are the things that are actually going to change your life. Inspiration and motivation is temporary. Any emotion that you have, anger, being jealous, being angry, I said angry, any emotion, right? Sadness, enthusiasm, antagonism, any of those are temporary, right? So what is going to be permanent is a result that you get.
Right.
Okay, so that is what the aim of the group is results in your life. That is the whole intention of the group, is for you to get results. So join us. It's clearandconquer.com/goals. Be held accountable. We hold you accountable 365 days of the year.
The whole year.
Every single day. I'm sending you something every day. Okay. Not just January 1st. Okay. Not just on Christmas. Not just on Thanksgiving.
Right.
Okay. Not just once a week. It's every single day. And you get to be mentored by us. And you get to ask us questions. And you get recordings for the rest of your life on anything that we give you guys.
Yeah, so and here is the thing, guys, with this. Like when you are being held accountable, like the content we give you it's exclusive to the accountability. We don't put it on social media because this is a group of people who are serious. Because if you are passing by our Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, but you're just passing by, you're not putting attention. So that's why the people who join our accountability group are the ones who we take full responsibility in helping them grow and develop, And again, that's why if you guys decide to join us, we're gonna help you. We're gonna be with you. We're gonna be guiding you. So you don't have to make the same mistakes that you made this year, next year. You don't have to do that, by the way. It doesn't have to be this way. Again, it takes people who care for you, who really want you to win, to get the life that you deserve and to get the results. Again, Alex and I, we refuse. We don't like this word. Oh, we want to inspire and we want to go ahead and motivate, because this is a feeling and it's temporary. It's a temporary feeling. It's not like it's not gonna last, right? But again, when you go ahead and get results, this is when you actually change your life, and this is when we actually know that we help you with something.
100%. So allow us to help you. It's clearandconquer.com/goals. And we appreciate all of you guys joining here today. We come live every Tuesday at noon Eastern. That's 9 p.m. UAE time. Noon Eastern, 9 p.m. UAE time. And we come here to get you guys information that's going to change your life, okay?
And excuse us today. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, yeah.
And excuse us about the voice today.
Yeah.
But we're showing up.
Yep.
If we are examples, you want mentors who show up for you even when they are sick.
Yep.
Not tell you, oh no, I'm not going to show up for you. I'm تعبان اليوم. You don't want a mentor who comes up with excuses, because if there is a mentor that you have who comes up with an excuse, you're going to feel okay for you to come up with excuses for others. And 100%. That's not what Alex and Mariam do.
Yeah, 100%. So thank you everybody for joining. No, you're good. Thank you everybody for joining. Have a blessed rest of your day and be great. Go conquer.
Go conquer. Bye.